Okay, oh, here. I was going to write it on Facebook, but I'm just going to say it because I have to study right now. I'm just getting into something pretty interesting. Um, so one of the childhood people that are stories that I used to love, and I mean I used to love it. It was it was a story that was my favorite as a kid. This. Can you see that? Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin. It's about this woman. He wanted her, so he was like, "Okay, well, if you can guess my name, I'll let you go." And she figured it out, guessed his name, and Rumpelstiltskin was angry. He had a freaking angry man. He threw a spaz, okay? But the girl did figure out the name. So it's like this. It's basic psychology, is what it is. Um, in terms of dealing with the government down here. There are good people in the government and bad people in the government. And Miss Ficience was used with me, with my son. Okay, so what else is that? My notes, yeah. So that was my favorite story when I was a kid. I'm not gonna stay on here too long because, like I said, I have to get uh, studying. It's just it's interesting to see what happened in the system and how it happened, and who's gonna take accountability for this, right? It's all y'all, man. But we're gonna narrow in on one thing. And so if that's what needs to get done, I'll do it. I'll figure it out. I'm reading something right now. Um, I'm always transparent. And it's just so interesting. Like I'm talking to them all the time, but we're gonna have to check the finances behind this, the political stands behind this, and the acts that govern it. For protecting children that die in government care, which my son died in government care under. One day I'll tell you exactly how he died in care. But right now I'm taking on I'm going up against the best lawyers in the province. And every time I'm like, I got it, they come up with some other section of the law or an act. And right now they're saying, well, your son died 5 months too early because the act that protects him where I could investigate his death is in September 26, 2007. This act, the Coroner's Act, they revised it. So now there was no act before it. Okay, wait a minute. So that act is mandate. September 26, 2007, the Coroner's Act became mandate. And it's based on the Hughes Review, right? And that really pushed that into play. But my son, now they're saying your son died 5 months early, so we don't want to investigate it. It's like no one wants to investigate the fact that my son had head fungus. He had the same diagnosis as my daughter. She got treatment and lived. He didn't, actually. They put him in scientific experimental research by putting large amounts or high levels of radiation on his brain, applied it to see how fast the fungus would grow. That was the experiment. It wasn't therapeutic. It was just experimental. And they used my son like a lab rat and did it. So it's like, there's things, and it doesn't matter how this gets played out. The more people deny it, the more you're going to be caught. The more there's evidence building up against you. And if I were in that position, I would just do my job according to the law. And that's what they're saying right now. They're saying, "Oh, sorry, your son died 5 months early. We don't care if he had head fungus." But the hospital said he didn't have head fungus. He did. It's just so weird how they just they twist. They use the law to protect themselves, But at the same time, they use it in corruption. At the same time, they corrupt it. My son died a cruel death, man, and I'm not going to stop until I get justice. And I mean it, and there will be justice. There's something they're really scared of, but I'm just going to have to find it. It's like this. Rumpelstiltskin. I'm going to guess your name real quick. I'm studying several acts tonight. Not acts, because remember, nothing was really quite established to protect children in foster care that died. No one reviewed it. Nobody cared. But the Hughes, a lot of people care, but I mean, talking about on a legal document, there was nothing to protect children. So now my son died 5 months too early. That's what they came up with it. I think today I said to them, is that all you got? This case file, my case file, is bigger than them. I knew that 10 years ago. And I will be tapping into every area of law with my case file. I have not secured legal help. I've been doing this all on my own. No legal advice. And so it's a lot of reading, and it's a lot of correlating the laws. Because you got the Coroner's Law, Coroner Act law. And then you have the vital statistics law. I'm going to have to familiarize myself with that because of the unusual circumstances of my son's death, and it will come out, there will be a coroner's report on him. It will be done. But right now, until I wait for that, I'm going to study like a son of a bitch. So when the time comes, I'm ready. I know what I'm doing, right? You gotta stay a step ahead of the game. And the more I think, the more I get into laws, the more I realize what's happened, right? In greater detail, and I see that the law is perfect, really. To me, anyways. Well, only God's perfect, but God made the law, and I believe that. So anyways, it's really late. It is 9:45. That's late for me. I'm going to continue to study and guess Rumpelstiltskin. Guess the name, Rumpelstiltskin. Anyways, we had a good day today. We went to the park, of course. And we did bike riding and all that jazz. We had fun. It's another day in the hood. All right, good night. And you know what? This is the most fun I've had in a long time.